Okay, so let me pick up where I left off in the other one, and I have to be so concise, so outside of my normal character in order to get through this within a 20-minute period. Because I don't think I'll be able to do it shorter, but it would be nice if I could. So, picking up from where I left off, which was that because, which I didn't say before, but I said in other videos that you won't see for years or months because of the data whole thing and all this stuff. But here's what it is. We're all aliens. None of us are from this world. We were all put here from different alien groups. That's why we're all different races, colors, creeds, all that stuff like that. And we've been all genetically and so on messed with by other different alien groups, which is why we're all different races, colors, creeds, and all of that. But all of us have at least one thing in common. We're all aliens. And whether it's aliens being another dimension, or aliens being from another universe, or aliens being from another galaxy, whatever the case is, we're all on this world where things are not right. Some of you have made it such that these things are not right. All of us, directly, indirectly, with our consent, without our consent, without our knowledge, with our knowledge, make the world what it is in our own little ways each day, because it's a design to make all of this go the way it's going. It's not going a pretty direction. It's becoming worse and worse and worse, but life is supposed to become better and better and better. Think about it. If we're all born and supposed to be intelligent, then we're all supposed to, hook up and like, hey, let's discuss this, let's do this, let's do. And every year, every day, every second since humanity existed, everything has supposed to have gotten better. So that, you see that there's aliens that fly around in these vehicles and have this knowledge of things and can have all these powers to the point where we have to emulate it in movies, TV, film, in our own lives through witchcrafts and all kinds of other magics and in manipulations of words. So now they have something called like I saw it's called ASMR or AMRS, ASMR or whatever, where you use different techniques or words or sounds or whatever it might be to provoke a reaction in someone else. All these things are just us trying to be the aliens that we are without most people knowing that they're aliens or believing that they're aliens, because a lot of people don't believe in aliens. So it's like you don't believe in what and who you are and where you came from, and it's like you're in this denial thing, and that denial is dangerous. It's the reason the way the world it is. Everyone should want to know with intensity, with such emotion and feeling and vividness and search of what they are and where they came from. The truth. Like Mulder used to say in X-Files. I like X-Files. I watch it when I can, and some parts of it, I don't like the way they do it, but basically, yeah, the truth is out there, and there's more going on than you know, way more. I've already talked about the whole Illuminati thing, so let me get into that. It's already been 4 minutes. I'm trying not to have, and here's a vehicle, see? Hold on. Turning the vehicle thing into a good. Okay, so I had this thought. This is a world that has been manufactured to enslave everyone, or the ones they want enslaved. The they, that's up for grabs. Physical and non-physical forces and entities, they want everyone to be against each other constantly, all this friction, and to not be free. You want to be free. There's a part of you. That's why some of you have chosen righteously, correctly, intelligently to, if you're in the good with your mortgages or whatever, or whatever the case might be, you sell your homes or get out of your apartments, take that money and you go buy a motorhome or a bus, or the van thing is tricky, I'm gonna get into that. Some type of vehicle, moving truck, whatever, refrigerated, preferably with box over cab, and make it into a home. And you're doing that because you want to not be homeless, you want to not be broke, you want to not be struggling and forced to go do these works that you know in your core are wrong each day. Because everything we all do, no matter what you do on this world, it's all designed, what you're doing is chipping away at what's good in whatever aspects, be it physical world or just morals and beliefs and things. And you want to get away from that and be able to support yourself and your family you have or don't have yet by being able to move around vehicle. Hold on. By being able to move around and choose, if you so desire, where you will live and how you will live, and if you have to pay where you have to live, how much you will pay and how you will go about doing that, and how you will go about acquiring the funding to do it. And so we, the Illuminati, I mentioned this in the short that I made and in the other video, and I've said it to people that I know, and maybe once or twice in other videos, we created all that has become van life, bus life, and so on. I'll put it in comment sections where I really put it, where people just likely said, oh, this crazy guy, he thinks he's in the Illuminati and he thinks they created van life. Oh, he's cuckoo, he's nuts. What's wrong with this guy? No, what is wrong with you that you don't take the time to learn and understand the truth about all things, to know that when I sat here and came along in 2017 and started telling everybody I was a member of this organization and that everybody else wasn't, and what we truly are, and why I'm poor and impoverished but struggling, and if you spend 5 seconds having a conversation with me, you'll see that I'm not A, crazy, that I'm not B, unintelligent, that I'm not C, lazy, so on and so forth. You would only come to the conclusion that, oh, this guy, he knows some stuff that's going on that we don't know about. I want to know more of what he knows, and I want to know this because I want to do the right thing. But that hasn't happened. And even with me making this channel, with me making this video, having to declassify all of this stuff that we've done up to this, white trees and pitch black snow and Central Intelligence Car and Anunnaki Illuminati, all these things that I've done over the past, it's been about 20 years now. Thousands of Facebook pages that got taken down, Twitter pages that got blocked, and being right on the borderline with Instagram and all this stuff, and losing family and friends, even though my family is Illuminati. What I mean by losing family is something that I cannot explain to you, but not everyone, because all things are Illuminati, not everyone is always on the same page. I'll say that. And so the people who I needed and need to be in my life to share with and to back me and so on and grow with aren't there. Hold for the vehicle. Vehicles aren't there, but the core members of the Illuminati and the billions of other organizations that I'm a part of who need to be there are, but I'm a black agent. that gets into a whole nother thing. I don't want to have to sit here and try to explain while I'm trying to explain this bus life thing, but I have to say, to keep that part short, we keep a buffer zone between us, so you can't ever find out who else is in the Illuminati, in a manner of speaking, in the Illuminati. No, nobody can. None of you know. Not. It doesn't matter if you work for the government. It doesn't matter if you're a ghost or a wraith or a spirit or whatever you might be. There's no way for you to find out. You're not going to. Like, if that's what you've been trying to do, just stop. It's pointless. It doesn't matter anyway, really. But all that energy, all the money you've spent on agents and people, paying them to try to dig up dirt on me, to try to put me down and keep me down for those, reasons of not wanting me to take control of the world with my organization so that we can make this place beautiful again, make life wonderful again, and because you have gripes with me about things I've said or done that may or may not be related to you or people you know, pointless. Like, what's wrong with you? Really? You could have given, I think about this every day, and see, this is going to end up being 3 videos, and I don't want that. I don't have the room on my thing to do this and eat up all the gigs. If all the monies that were spent trying to keep me down were just handed to me, then I would have turned this world around in a freaking week. In a week. And the stuff that's happened, people you've lost, suffering you've gone through, any of you, including you guys, would have never happened. But you're not that smart. So, yeah, here we are with COVIDs and world crises of other sorts and vehicles passing by every couple of seconds because you don't want me to tell people what they need to know. Hold, please. And so on. You could have just gave the money to me. I know you don't want me to make the world a better place, and your agenda is to turn everything into nothing, but the sad part of everything is that all of you working so hard to destroy who and what I am and destroy me, every aspect of me. Not just my presence here, but what I am inside, just to tear me apart. All of that you do is so that all of this ends up getting destroyed, right? Along with you. Doesn't make any sense. Never has. It's like, remember Star Wars and the Sith? They wanted to bring blackness to the universes and get rid of all good. And then what does that mean for the Sith at the end of all of it? So they were just getting used. Fun fact. Not so fun. But 200 some odd firefighters and police officers died in 9/11. They were sent in there. Some of them may believe and think that it was, hey, I ran in there because I was being a hero to save people. But when they got inside the buildings, they found out totally different things that none of you will ever know. Wherewith they said, oh man, I should have just stayed outside. So yeah, there were people in there who needed to be taken out of there. But then there were situations that occurred when cops and firefighters went in there where they walked into stuff that wasn't supposed to be what they were walking into. And they died for nothing. So you will never read about that. You will never hear about that. You're only hearing about it from me. So am I the crazy one, or are you the crazy one for not knowing it, not thinking it, not researching it, not caring, and being a part of it happening? We're all related to each other on this world. All of us, every one of us, even though none of us come from here and we're aliens throughout the universe, we all live in this. All this construct is God. It was all created from nothingness. We're all related. I don't care who you are, what color you are, whatever the case is. But you spend so much freaking time trying to destroy each other that your own people, whoever that might be, have to decide, hey, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to go buy a car or a van, and I'm going to go live inside of it. And I don't know what I'm going to do once I do that, but something's got to be better than what I'm going through right now. Your own people. Your own people. And I'm not just talking about military, law enforcement, this is a direction I didn't want to go, but maybe it was meant for me to go down this road, and I'm trying to just keep it cool because I want everyone to be able to see this video and hear it. I don't want people to say, oh, he said this and did this and we should take that. No, this isn't one of those videos. You have no reason to take nothing down. You have no reason to stop me from saying this. You have no reason to stop this information from getting out there, because all of you need to know it, because this information is yous who are doing this to everyone. You're destroying yourselves. You have family and friends. You have children who have to grow up in this world you're creating and have created and have been backing and have been amassing, have been depleting. Your kids have to grow up in this. So if I said it in the video, if I said it in the last video, which I don't think I did, I said it, I think in the videos that I can't release because we got to pay for the internet and it's going to eat up all my gigs and I can't do that. So you can't get to hear what I needed to say, before I said all this stuff about bus life and all of this stuff. You can't hear that. But I mean, the gist of the situation was you kiss your wife and kids and husband and children good night and all that, say you love them, you send them off to school, you pay for the college, you struggle and go to work so that they could be. So in a world that you're destroying, that they have to grow up in, and then see it and blame it on people like me. Yeah, people like me. Blame it on us. And anyone who associates with us, so that they're, whoever they are, now bad people. And, we don't like them either. This is what happened to, if you want to say, the Jews, with the whole thing with Hitler. Same thing. It's like, we are us, they are them, you guys associate with them. We don't want to have nothing to do with none of y'all. It's like everybody just turning against each other and turning people against each other, destroy the world that they have to live in for the next 30, 40, 50 years, and that their children have to grow up in and their grandchildren have to grow up in. It makes no sense. You're all crazy. And not the good kind of crazy, because there's a good kind of crazy and then there's just like, come on. Like, nope. Okay. See, it's gonna end up being 3 videos and I can't, that's gonna eat up 10 gigs of my data. I can't afford that, but I want to put those 3 videos up today so bad. The one before this one, and whatever this next one's going to be, because I can't say all I got to finish saying it. Okay, so what am I going to say right now? Vehicle passing by. Eat up 20 seconds. Yeah, nah. Nothing I say is important. Maybe I just won't say the thing I was going to say because it's just going to cause a whole bunch of other commotions. Oh no, I'll say it this way. No, I won't say it. This is what I will say. I'll set up what's going to be the next video. So what did I accomplish in this one? Okay, so the first video that you saw was for me to go say nothingness and what I am and the Illuminati and this one is supposed to cover the agenda thing part, but I don't have enough seconds to finish covering that. Okay, so I did in this video cover that we're all aliens, and what is that, 18 minutes and 39 seconds. We're all aliens, and that you seek to be free because we're in a slave world. So now this next video, which I have to make the last one, and I would love if I could make it not even 20 minutes, but like 15 minutes. I probably need that 20 minutes. That's like what? 20, and 20 is an hour. Just if you didn't have to pay for data, that would be beautiful. Because a movie, you can go watch a movie for 2.5 hours, which is pointless to watch movies, most of them. Or watch me for 2 hours and hear and learn things that you need to know to alter your life, better your life, change the world, save the world, so on. And just hear it in 2 hours, but I can't afford 2 hours, doing 2 hours of uploading today. I can't even afford the hour. 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. Okay, so I somewhat accomplished what I wanted to accomplish by now in these 2 videos. Except it was supposed to be just 2, so now it's going to be 3. So in this next video coming, make sure you watch this next one. So far you've been with me for 40 minutes approximately. Be with me through the next one. I'll try to get through everything.